Hi everyone, it's Melissa from the Hug Strap. I'm here today to teach you how to play 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. I want to first apologize for not having posted any content in a little while. I was getting ready for the Gaithersburg Uke Fest, and that's always a lot of work for me when I have to teach and vend and do all these other things. So it usually takes me about at least a week of preparation ahead of time, and then I'm there for the festival and I have no time to do anything, and then I have spent a few days recovering. So we're at that point now. Unfortunately, I hadn't planned a lot of videos ahead of time so that I, didn't miss out on posting stuff. So here's a new tutorial. I am a real person and I do have other things to do like sleep and eat. Anyway, before we get started, you want to go to the description box where you'll find a free downloadable PDF tab so you can follow along with me. I'm also throwing up chords in the corner. This song uses the chords D, G, A, and E7, so it's fairly simple in terms of the chords. It's a little trickier in terms of the rhythm. So this is kind of like a Trojan horse song where I'm trying to teach you rhythm by teaching you a song that's fairly simple in terms of the chords, but getting you to do something a little bit more complicated with your other hands. So let's just break that down, how that works. Okay, so we're going to start with the intro, and we're going to be doing a left-handed finger muting technique. I have a more in-depth video that I will throw up on one of the cards and a link in the description box if you want to go watch that first. But essentially what you're doing is you're going to make a D chord, and you're going to put your fingers on the strings so that they're, you hear that it's kind of muted? So you're not pressing into the fretboard just yet, you're just holding it there, okay? And the idea is that you're creating a staccato effect when you press your fingers down and then lift them up suddenly. So I'm going to be doing a down strum, right, when I press down. Then I'm going to lift up and do a down up in between. So it'll be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And I'm going to get a little closer so you can see my hands. So pay attention to what these fingers are doing. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So you can hear it when I do the down up that it sounds a little bit different because I'm, the fingers or the strings are just muted. So when we go fast, it's all right. So that's about the speed I usually play it at, but let's slow it down just for getting started here. So down, down, up, 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 down. So for the intro, we're going to be doing down, down, up, 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 down, and then we're going to lift up the fingers, hit open strings, fingers, the D shape comes up to that first fret, and then you slide it up to the second fret to end that whole pattern, okay? So in real time, it's going to sound like this. And that kind of mimics the beginning intro riff if you don't have somebody else who can play it with you. I used to play this song with a duet called the Dirty Hillers, and my friend was a cellist, and she could play that part, and it sounded great. And I would just do my little rhythm uke part. But if you have a fiddle player that can play the song with you, it does sound really awesome. Anyway, so for that part, you're playing this part 7 times. On that 7th one, you lift up, and then you go. Okay? And you're going to play it twice for the intro. So let's do that together. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. All right. Then we're going to get into the verse. So for the verse, I'm using the same strumming on my left hand that I used for the intro. So it's going to be tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch, try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping, out on the street the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Alright, so now let me explain what I just did. So I'm doing a down, 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 up, down, and then I'm sliding all the way to the neck. So I'm going to get up just so you can see my fingers do that. So when you do that slide up the neck, you're pressing in and you're keeping pressing in so that you sustain the strings and get that weird noise. So let's just practice that part. All right, so when you put it all together. So So you want to do it on that down strum. All right. So let's play that last line one more time. Folks like me on the job 9 to 5. All right. Then we're going to go to the chorus. The chorus is going to be a bow diddley strum combined with the strum you just learned. So if you don't know what a bow diddley strum is, I have a longer tutorial on that, which you can also see. I'll put a link in the description box as well as a card up here. But briefly, it is a down, so down, 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 down. So it's down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, down. Okay. And you're going to be doing the same left-handed finger muting while I do it. So I'm on the down strums, I'm pressing into the fretboard. When I hit the up with my thumb, I'm muting the strings. So that's what I'm playing. All right, but we're going to go to the G for the chorus. So it's working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, really get. Now see, now I'm going back to the normal strumming. Barely getting by, it's all taken in. Now I go back to the bow diddley. Taken in the living, they just use your mind. Normal strumming. Use your mind, and then never give you credit. So basically at the end of the lines, I keep adding that bow diddley strum in. Never give you credit, it's enough. Now I'm going to stick with the bow diddley for the fourth line. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. For service and devotion, you would think. Now I'm going back, so I was in bow diddley the whole time. Now I'm going back to the original strum pattern. Think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Bow diddley, wanna move a regular bed, but the boss would seem to let me. Bow diddley, and I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. Now at this point, we're gonna go back to that intro. We're gonna play that intro riff 2 times. So he's out to get me. Same strumming pattern that we were doing for both the intro and the verse before. They let you dream just to watch them shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams and never take away. You're the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. All right, so same thing we did before. Down, 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 up, and then slide all the way up. And then we go back to the chorus where we're going to be doing that mixture of the normal strum with the bow diddley. So we're starting with bow diddley. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, really getting by. It's all taken in the giving. They just use your mind and never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. Yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life than you think about, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. And you spend your life putting money in his pocket. Now we're just going to repeat that whole chorus again. And the ending is just going to be a little bit different, so I'm not going to repeat that chorus over again for you. But we'll just do that last line so you know how I end it. So, and you spend your life putting money in his pocket. Now we're going to go back to that intro riff that we did before. Again. One more time. So I'm going to slow it down at the end just so that it gives it a little bit of, like an end point, and just changes it so it gives it a little bit of variety, so we're not just kind of ending suddenly. The audience knows that it's going to end here. So just one more time on that last one, how I end it is. I'm doing 2 strums and then end it there. All right. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was my Trojan horse rhythm exercises, since I'm combining two different strum patterns within the same song and within the same line, which makes it a little bit more complicated. But honestly, this is one of the best ways to learn how to not get stuck in a rut and play the same strum pattern over and over, is to really listen to music and listen to what the guitarists are doing when they play stuff. They often are not playing the same strum pattern. They want to create variety and interest for the listener, so they change things up. So this one's tricky, and I will not lie that it's tricky, but it's a really good exercise to kind of breaking from that mold, breaking from that one strum pattern idea. And before you know it, you'll be doing windmills and adding in like accents when you play. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out. It helps viewers like you find videos like this. And it helps me get my numbers up. So maybe one day YouTube will pay me for all this content I put out there. All right, take care. Bye.